Hi guys, so today we're going to be checking the clock in the Rover P480. I'm sorry that we haven't been posting a video for the last week because it's just because we haven't been able to get out of the house. So the reason why we couldn't get the car because we're in Sydney in this COVID lockdown now, so the car was placed in another suburb, so we couldn't go there if we actually needed to do something important at the house, or like to help with something. And we're also going to be checking the dashboard and also the secret glove box.
Well, after lots of fiddling and getting the dash off, I found secret glove box number 2 and managed to get it open. Appears that someone was doing some swimming. There's the handle that was missing. Glad I don't need to source that anymore. The old Rover 80 badge that didn't survive. Some other trims that are missing, like the handle off this center glove box, which is another thing I don't need to find. Some various screws, a random key. It looks like an office key of someone in Sydney. Aggressor Sydney, do not duplicate. So it's a master key to somewhere in Sydney. Some random pens. The original bonnet release cable, but I've already installed the one that won't be needing that, but that's the original one. Yeah, so nothing too exciting, but a few spares that I was looking for, which is awesome. So I'm just repairing now the missing pieces from this glove box. I've got some screws that are similar. They're not exactly the same, but they will do the job. The entire handle was missing from this one, and it made it very hard to actually get the thing open in the first place to see what was inside. So just sort of doing some basic repairs. Got some extra screws, and then I'm going to see what was wrong with the clock, or whether it's a wiring issue or whether the clock itself needs a bit of servicing. It's hard to tell at this stage. Just putting this all together, seeing if we can get it to a point where it'll open and close normally again. Fingers crossed. The glove box here, and it's not going into the catch release. Is not actually, there we go, but that was the issue. It does not release very easily, so I need to just do some adjustments on this because it's not doing a very easy release. It also looks like this is totally missing the bolt that should be supporting it, so when you open it, it should stop. And this little slider should slide along the groove and keep it in that perfectly upright position. So there's a few bits and pieces missing. I'm going to see if I can match up something. I kind of just bodged something into the other one earlier to get it done. I still got to replace the lock. So yeah, getting there slowly. So for those of you wondering what's behind the dash, or the instrument cluster, this is how it all works behind there. These are the release sort of pins that you take off each instrument. They have these little release claws around them, so that's how you get those off. I'm actually interested in here, there should be a globe for this one, and I noticed the globe sometimes works and I can see the fuel gauge, and then sometimes doesn't work. So I'm actually just interested in finding the location of the globe at the moment and just seeing if it's an easy one to source and replace. It's going to be quite ancient globe technology. I would really like to upgrade these to LED or something at some stage, so I never have to replace them again. You can see the so that one there coming back to the for the speedo of the speedometer, the big cable running all the way back into the engine bay. There's the earthing cable. So there's a few different things going on there, different lights from the front of the dash. The one that shows where your battery is struggling, the bottom red one will come on. So yeah, quite interesting. And the actual ignition, it's just there, very simple. Okay, so off camera, what you didn't see is I actually just plugged this into a 12-volt battery to see if I could hear it tick. I had it up against my ear, no tick. So yeah, I think there could actually also be a wiring or a fuse or something. I don't see any power coming to those leads when I put it on a voltmeter. So yeah, I think in addition to this not ticking, there's probably no power there anyway. Plus this may no longer be working. So I'll have to look into what I'm going to do about this, whether I pull it to bits and see the inner workings. For those of you who are wondering, when you're actually taking it out, you this unscrews. So like imagine it's up inside the car. You actually got to, yeah. And then that lets you slide it in and out of the entry hole here. So this just has a little sprocket on the end of it, and a washer, and that's what engages. Kind of a bit like a starter motor, because you actually push the end of it. When you push the end, it pushes the sprocket in and engages it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's one piece of it, and then I'm going to put it all back together for now and sort that out later.
So we're just gonna assemble back the clock, and it's just not working, and we're just assembling it back and we can see what's wrong with it and like what's happened to it. In that curve area, we need this like this tool that you can use by hand to change the clock's time. To a different like time. And you can just use it by hand. With this, you need to unscrew. Do you see those little holes? There's supposed to be like nails in there, and you have to unscrew them so you can assemble it.
So basically, it's the reverse of this process. The reverse of this process. See how this comes in and out? You have to take that out first if you want to take the clock out. You can't just pull the clock. This is actually a retainer type clip. So I took that out first to get the clock out. Now I'm going to put it back in. So this is just obviously the reverse procedure of removing the clock, putting it back in. I might just close this Glovebox. It's getting in my way.
He's just putting it back together. You just need to screw the nails back in, and then it's stable in. So in the glove box, we found this handle and this handle inside the glove box, so we could attach them back on. And it's really more easier to close and shut with this side for like a younger age like me. So we found inside the glove box the old Rover emblem that's supposed to be on the front of the car. If you see in our last video, we actually made our own because we couldn't find, we couldn't get any like ones we couldn't find in the car anywhere. So, and also we found some spare light bulbs to use and some random pens. So we've got some light bulbs here. It's just it can go in, but it just doesn't have any power to use, so we can't really use them. We have a spare one, and we've used it. We tried it out, and nothing works. And also with these, they're supposed to light up, make these lights on each side, like light up. So, and those don't work too. What we think is maybe someone disconnected it because it was draining its power, or it just wasn't working because it needed wiring. So we tuned the carburettor, or AKA in Australia, the Carbys. So it will drive more smoothly now. It sounds more smooth than before.
And once it's warmed up, you can turn the choke off and it idles nice and quietly once warmed up. I can put the choke all the way off. At the moment it's still a bit cold, but that's with the choke off and it's a lot smoother. So I'll just move forward a bit so you can hear it when it's running. So it's just nice and smooth. It's not as extreme and loud as it was before. Kind of turn it on in the early morning and not wake the whole neighbourhood, because it was running very rich before and it had a very high idle and it was a little bit aggressive for early morning trips to work. Whereas this now idles nice and smoothly. And I've just been going through as well and looking for all of the rattles and shakes, like which body panels are making any vibrations in the car. I can feel that there's something inside the engine, maybe the bonnet, there's a bit sort of vibrating. Just trying to chase down which bits and pieces are vibrating and sort them out one at a time.
Hi guys, so we just want to say we hope that you're okay in this COVID pandemic, and remember to like and subscribe. If you want to see more of these videos, you are going to enjoy them. Toodaloo!